Cheers.
Get out of here. I got to sit down. I only have 5 minutes. I got to really go. Sorry, guys. See you, Gavin. Hey, guys. What's going on? Yeah, okay, Gav. I love that guy, by the way, for the record. I'm not as afraid. Is this me?
Me.
That's you. Oh, I see what you're doing. I like that. It looks a lot like mine. I was like, interesting. We're wasting valuable time.
Okay, what can you tell us about your in the Flashpoint? Like which Harrison are you?
In Flashpoint. Those are two different things, my friend. I mean, we need to cut the cheese with the bacon, and so Flashpoint. Here's one of the. If our show has any strengths, here's one of the strengths of the show. The fact that your first question is Flashpoint. The fact that, this is going to be. It looks like at this point, it's going to be a long-running television show. And if this show has strengths, I would argue that one of the strengths is the fact that, bang, we're doing Flashpoint. There's decades of mythology, and we're not afraid to mine it, get it out there, and listen. All these sallies forth won't all be successful, but the fact that this is a show that isn't content to sit on its laurels, rest on its laurels, and move forward, I think that's one of the great things. The fact that that's a testament to your question is that, yeah, we're going to do Flashpoint. Then you know what? We're going to do different things, and that's a way a show can torpedo itself and fall into the dreaded jumping the shark mode. But what I like about our show is there's a certain fearlessness to that. It's like we've got, like I say, decades of mythology, and we're gonna get that stuff out there. So yeah.
How do you think Wells is going to react when he knows that his daughter was affected by that she might have powers now?
If you've been a rogue and and I'm talking about in real life, and then you've gone through that, and then you see your children doing the same sort of thing, I think there's an element of like, I understand, but I hate it. I think every parent will want to be protective. I think that's that's germane to parenthood, and I think Wells will be no different when it comes to his daughter. It's like, you want to, even though he can't, he wants to keep her under his wing and protect her. So that conflict will definitely exist there, should she have powers, which I'm not saying that she does, which she does. I'm not saying she does.
How do you think that dynamic in the last season changed Wells and use the character to add that layer of depth of having a daughter and bringing her on in the family?
Well, one of the great things about the character last year for me was more the fact that in the first season as the Reverse Flash, I portrayed Wells as a calming influence, a good guy, a mentor for Gavin Gustin, who plays the Flash, and he couldn't do it with a straight face. My beloved pal Grant. So he looked like a really good guy who was actually like the worst guy. And then in season 2, he had no social graces. He was he was socially inept. He was abrasive, and he was a dick, as Cisco referred to him. But when push came to shove, all those negative qualities, when it boiled down to like what mattered, he was actually a good guy. And so, the insight into how he was a good guy was probably shown best through Jessie, his daughter, where it's like, look, he might be a douche to everybody else, but when it comes to him, he loves her, and he's gonna show that. And so, none of those like 4 or 5 different versions of the character that I've just mentioned are necessarily what we're going to get this year, because we've done that, and like I say, our show likes to move forward. Tease, 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 tease.
Do you relish like kind of reinventing yourself each time? Like you're playing the same character, but you're playing different characters in a sense?
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, it all starts with the Reverse Flash. Like that's sort of my set point, and I think, it would be inane not to feel privileged on a long-running show where largely, you're going to play the same character. This is one of the first iterations I've come across where I'm playing all these different guys, and it's, it isn't gimmicky. It actually makes complete sense. And as any actor will tell you, it's like when you're fortunate enough to get involved in a longer running show, one of the few things that you actually have to like, protect yourself against is the repetition. Like I know how to do it, I'm just going to do it. And what's lovely about playing the characters that I play on The Flash is that, unlike the norm, I'm actually playing something different and crafting something different and working on different things. And oftentimes, the guys that I'm playing are maybe masking another guy, and so you have to have a few different levels working at the same time. And any actor will tell you that's an absolute boom. It's a privilege. So personally, I love it. I think it's a wonderful thing to get to do.
Great.
Yeah, I'm grateful for it. Yeah.
Does it ever get confusing having to play so many different versions of yourself?
No, I mean, it's such a high class thing. There's just like, oh, I'm confused. No, it's like there's nothing but. I'm fortunate to get to do it. It's not. I wouldn't say necessarily easy to do, but it's not. I know what I'm doing. Like I've created the guy. I'm gonna do the guy. You know who it's hard for is the wardrobe department. They're just like, what? Which guy? When? What Earth? You want him to wear what? Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Are we gonna? Like those poor people. They're like, is it H. Wells? Is it Harrison? Is it Harry Wells? Is it? It's like there's. Long lines of wardrobe where they're like, the poor people are like, what's he playing? So, and I don't make it easier on them either. I'm like, I need the Wells stuff. They're like, what Wells? So, yeah, it's good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Enjoy your Comic-Con.